this for too long, it's going to start to set because there's so much gelatin in it. It doesn't take much for it to set. So it'll start to set and then you'll get weird stuff going on. If when you've poured it out, it's very cloudy, that means you haven't mixed the gelatin in well enough. So that's ready to go. There's a couple of tiny little bubbles right there on the edge. I just wouldn't worry about those. They're fine. So that's nice and ready. You can see it's got a nice clear. It's clear, and that's ready just to sit there without being moved at all. Sit there, and in a couple of hours, that's going to be set. Now, those of you with small people and big people that are curious, they're going to want to put their fingers in there. So you really need to, I would recommend for the parents, I would do this process after bedtime so it can just sit on the bench and it'll be fine for the evening. If you've got, like it seems like when you put a sign that says, don't touch this, everybody wants to touch it, including you. So really try not to touch it at all. I'll just run down and get one I've done earlier. Hang on a sec.
Rebecca, what happened to your plate? Like, how come it turned out rubbish in the morning?
I have no idea. I love jelly printing, and I've made several, and something's gone wrong different each time. Watching this, I do it exactly the way Tracy has.
Okay.
It's just one of those things that...
Yeah, a lot of people have trouble with it, but I'll be able to show you how to reconstitute as well. So you can see there, it's nice, it's clear, it's lovely and soft and bouncy. This was made, I don't know, the other day, over the weekend. So yeah, that's all good and ready to go. So that's what you want. It's nice and it's firm. There's no goopiness underneath. There's no cracking or breaking apart. Now, say hypothetically, this one didn't work. And I'll use this one to show. So if this one didn't work, what you can do, it's not the end of the world. You can take it out of the tray. Seems a shame. That's all right. And you can, and this is deeply satisfying, you can cut it up. And this is what I do to them after they've been in the cupboard, for the year. I get them out and I reconstitute them. So that's what I've done for Rush's one. So I go like that. So say yours was a disaster, you can do the same thing, chop it all up. 2 minutes in the microwave. Now, if this was at the end of, say, this time next year and you're ready to have another go, what I recommend you do is add some water to it as well. So I normally just add, I don't know, probably this much water. Maybe that much. What's that, about half a cup? Let's pour that back in there. Probably about half a cup of water to it, just cold water. And I don't need to with this one because it's right to go.
Could you reconstitute it in a saucepan, or does it have to be microwave?
You could, yes, you could definitely reconstitute it in a saucepan, and it would just be the same process. I would probably just add a tiny bit of water because it's going to take longer to heat it up, so you've got more chance of having more water evaporate as you go along. So you can see that's all chopped up. It's like little jelly bits. The microwave is kind of, if you've got a microwave, it's easier because you're just putting it in there. It dissolves, so I put mine in for 2 minutes. I take it out, I give it a very gentle stir, and there's normally some lumps. I put it back in the microwave for a minute, and then I take it out, and then I just imagine that's, so it's all back to liquid. If that liquid isn't clear, then I would, oh shit, hang on, I need to just, about to run out of juice. If that liquid's not clear, that signals that I need to add some water to it, like it's too thick. So I would add a little bit of water to it as well, and then I would pour it out, and I would do exactly the same process as this. So just the same as that, and set it aside. I'll do that with this one after class. Set it aside, and it's done and dusted and ready to go. So it's by no means the end of the world if it doesn't work out. Maybe text me and we can Zoom and text me, we can Zoom, we can talk through the issues. I can sort of look at it over Zoom. I can probably identify. The main thing is the mixing of the gelatin, of the glycerin, because the glycerin and water don't really want to mix. It feels like it's never going to mix together, and then suddenly it comes together. So it just takes a little bit longer than you might have originally thought. It's normal for people to have trouble with it, and there's always lots of hilarious stories about it. So don't panic. But that's basically what you're going to do. Now I'm just going to pause this.